Why you secretly hope plans get cancelled. You agreed to the plans. You like the people you're supposed to meet. And when you said yes, you genuinely meant it. But as the time gets closer, something shifts. You start checking your phone. Not because you're excited to hear from them, because part of you is quietly hoping to see, hey, I'm so sorry, can we reschedule? And when that message finally arrives, you don't feel disappointed, you feel free, like something has been lifted, like the evening has been returned to you, like you won something without quite being able to explain what. And then, almost immediately, you feel slightly guilty about that. Because you like these people, you chose these plans, you said yes and you meant it. So why does cancellation feel better than the thing you agreed to? And what does it say about you that it does? Here's the answer, and it's more complicated and more forgiving than you'd expect. Here's where it starts. When you agreed to those plans, they were in the future, and the future is a very different place from the present. Thursday, you made a promise that Saturday you has to keep. You was optimistic. You had energy, space, and goodwill. You looked at Saturday on the calendar and saw plenty of room. But Saturday you wakes up and the plan is no longer an abstract idea. It's a sequence. Stop what you're doing. Decide what to wear. Get ready. Get there. Find somewhere to park. Be present and engaging for an uncertain amount of time. Get home again. You're not reacting to the gathering. You're reacting to the entire operation surrounding it. And operations require energy. Energy that, on Thursday, felt abundant. Energy that on Saturday may feel like something you're not sure you have enough of. But here's something worth knowing. The dread you feel before a social plan is often significantly worse than the plan itself. Research consistently shows that people underestimate how much they'll enjoy social situations and overestimate how exhausted they'll feel afterward. Your brain, in the hours before the plan, is not imagining the laughter. It is calculating the cost. The effort of getting there, the effort of being on, the effort of navigating conversation for hours when part of you would rather be somewhere quiet. And that calculation, not the plan itself, is what makes you reach for your phone hoping for a cancellation. Because cancellation stops the calculation before the effort begins. But here's the part of this that nobody talks about. The relief isn't really about avoiding the people. Think about what canceling your own plans actually involves. You have to send a message, you have to find a reason, you have to wonder if they'll be disappointed, you have to manage what they think of you. You have to carry a small residue of guilt for the rest of the evening. Even when you have a completely legitimate reason to cancel, even when you genuinely need the time, canceling yourself costs something. But when they cancel, all of that disappears. You get the evening back without having to hurt anyone's feelings, without having to apologize, without having to explain or justify or manage anyone's reaction. The cancellation gives you something you couldn't give yourself. Permission. Permission to stop without being the person who stopped things. Permission to stay home without being the person who chose to stay home. Permission to rest without having to admit that rest was what you needed. That specific combination, the freedom without the responsibility for choosing it, is almost impossible to find any other way. And for a lot of people, the relief when plans get cancelled has almost nothing to do with not wanting to go. It has everything to do with not wanting to be the one who said no. There's one more thing happening that's easy to miss. The time that was always free feels ordinary. You had Tuesday evening to yourself, and you spent it without thinking much about it. But the evening that was supposed to be occupied and is suddenly returned feels like a gift. It's the same 3 hours, but now they feel stolen back from the universe. 5 minutes ago, you were staring at your wardrobe trying to figure out what to wear. Now you're in comfortable clothes before the other person has finished typing. I hope you're not too disappointed. Traffic becomes a blanket. Finding parking becomes watching something you've already seen 4 times and enjoying it more than you expected. The evening didn't change, your relationship to it did. Because now it's yours, fully, freely, without obligation, not borrowed time between plans, actual time, and that feels different. Here's the thing about all of this that matters most. Feeling relieved when one plan gets canceled is completely ordinary. It doesn't mean you're antisocial. It doesn't mean you don't care about the people. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with the way you live your life. It just means you're someone who occasionally needs more recovery time than Thursday you remembered to account for. But if every plan feels like an obligation, if you find yourself quietly hoping for cancellation every time, that might be worth sitting with for a moment. Not as a judgment, as information. Maybe you're overscheduled and haven't noticed yet. Maybe you're agreeing to things faster than you can honestly mean them. Maybe your social life has gradually become something you perform rather than something you enjoy. Maybe you like the people, but not the activity, or the timing, or the version of yourself you feel you have to be when you get there. The relief after one cancelled plan is rest. The relief after every cancelled plan might be trying to tell you something. And the difference between those two things is worth knowing. Maybe cancelled plans feel so good because they give us something we struggle to give ourselves. Permission. Permission to stop when we need to. Permission to stay home without a reason. Permission not to perform energy we don't have for people who probably would have understood if we'd just been honest. You may genuinely love the people you were supposed to see. But sometimes, when their message appears on your phone, you realize that what you needed most that evening wasn't their company. It was the freedom to choose what happened next. If this made you see something differently, a like tells us to keep going. So, be honest. Have you ever felt more relieved about a cancellation than you felt guilty? And what do you think that was actually telling you? Until next time, keep shifting your perspective. Subscribe for more Mind Shift.